Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to another Daily Market Report brought to you by Mike Bjork. Hey, not to be mistaken for Michael Myers today. It's Friday the 13th, and it's April 13th there. So we'll jump right into economic news releases. We do got a couple here that are important news here to highlight. We'll start off today with the Consumer Price Index, CPI, for March. Back in February, we had a 0.4% increase, so it's kind of a high one for consumer. This is the consumer inflation. Yesterday, we had the wholesale inflation. So projected came down to 0.2, we figured, and it went up 0.3. So we had a little bit of higher inflationary number than we anticipated. But if you strip out the volatility of the food and energy, we get the core CPI, and that's what we really kind of look at for this. Yeah, we had 0.1% back in February, and so we figured go up to about 0.2%, and that's where we came at. So it's still kind of showing some tame numbers here for the core CPI, which is obviously good news. The other item here to note is the University of Michigan consumer sentiment. This is important to see where people are kind of feeling where the economy is moving, and to gauge where if people are feeling good, they're buying. If they're not feeling so good, then they're not buying. So this is kind of an important gauge what the economists look at. And back in March, it was at 76.2, so we had some pretty good number there. We thought it would, they're forecasting to go up a little bit, and it actually came down a little bit. So this is something to watch for. So people weren't feeling as high in March. In April, they're not as feeling as good as they were feeling back in March. So there's just keep an eye on that, see how that progresses, see if that comes down or if that goes up. So we'll kind of gauge to see where that goes. We'll jump over to headline news. Today the stock market's down after having a few days of rally here. And a lot of it has to do with the investors are kind of questioning again about the economic growth as China came in with some numbers that were revised from 8.9 down to 8.1, their basically their GDP. So they had some slower growth than they probably had originally forecasted. So now there's questions being brought up again about the where the growth where that will come from. So we'll take a look here now at the bond market to see what the interest rates are doing. We're having a nice little rally. Yesterday we had, you see the red going downwards. So we're going upwards today, and we're at the 103.44 level, testing the ceiling. Whether if we maintain that or not, it's going to be hard to determine. But right now the market is showing some improvement. So that means rates are coming down. So bond market is going up, interest rates are coming down. So that shows a little bit of improvement with the interest rates today versus where they were the last couple of days here. All right, folks, so interest rates are a little bit better today. Hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Be safe. Don't worry about being Friday the 13th. And I'll see you guys on Monday. Have a wonderful day.